Hey guys, in this video I'm going to teach you how to begin playing immediately, how to use the pre-programmed drills, how to customize and write your own drills, how to use the grouping feature, how to use the serve feature, and I'm going to wrap up this video by giving you some coaching tips. So make sure you stick around. Before we dive into the drills, I just want to mention that the Pong Delta is really an ideal robot for everyone from recreational to intermediate to advanced all the way up to world-class players. Why? Because it can generate so many different types and degrees of spin, everything from no spin to medium spin to heavy spin all the way up to extreme world-class spin that Pong Delta can generate. Check out some of these spin combinations. Look at these really heavy backspin serves. Now look at these really heavy topspin loops. So as you can see, the spin ranges on the Pong Delta are really quite amazing. Also, the other features that we're going to be showing you, I just want to mention right here at the beginning of the video, is the grouping feature. The grouping feature, you can group drills together so that you can actually have match, preparation, situation, and also I got to mention the serve feature. The serve feature really helps the robot to come to life by giving you a short serve here, and then a rally, and then a long serve here, and then a rally. So you can see that within the drill, there can be human-like or game-like variations. And that's really what I love about the Pong Delta, is the human-like variations. You can train and you can play just like you're playing against somebody at your level. 5 levels or even 10 levels better than you. Check it out. As soon as you plug it in, you can begin playing immediately. Go to balls per minute, set it for the number of balls per minute that you want, and it immediately begins throwing the ball. To stop it, you just hit the stop button right there, and then start, we just hit that start button. Now, most players prefer warming up with their forehand and backhand, from the forehand side and backhand side. So you see where it says right and left? If you wanted to go to your forehand, just click this way, and if you wanted to go to your backhand, just click that way. So we're going to do a backhand warm-up. We're going to set it at 50 balls per minute, and showtime. Now you may want to customize some of these settings for your warm-up. For example, it throws a no spin ball. Maybe you want to add some top spin, so you just hit that plus button. If you wanted to add a little side spin, you could, and if you wanted the ball to go faster or be higher or lower, you can make these adjustments. Now that I've added some top spin, it's going to the backhand side. All we have to do is hit that start button, and then we immediately begin our backhand warm-up. If we wanted to do the forehand warm-up, we would just adjust it to this side, and then we'd have the forehand warm-up. If we put the trajectory up a little bit higher, naturally we'd want to put the speed down a little bit. If we put the trajectory a little bit lower, then we could turn the speed up. That's how you begin playing for your forehand and backhand warm-up. Hey guys, now we're going to dive into the pre-programmed drills. Right up here at the top right of the screen, you'll see where it says memory. I'm just going to hold that forward memory slot button, and we're going to go to drill number 63. Keep in mind that the Pong Delta comes with 40 pre-programmed drills, and they're in memory slots 60 to 59. We're going to do drill 63, which is 1 topspin to the forehand, 1 topspin to the middle. We're setting it here for 50 balls per minute, and then we're going to just press that start button, and we're good to go. Topspin to the forehand, topspin to the middle. Topspin to the forehand, topspin to the middle. This is one of my favorite warm-up drills on the Pong Delta. The next one we're going to do is another one of my favorite drills. This is a 3-ball game sequence. It's drill 89. So we're just going to scroll forward right here until we get to drill 89. Now the reason that 3-ball drills are great is because it really simulates an actual match. It gives you a serve, 2 more balls, and then a rest, just like you'd have in an actual match. So it's going to be a no spin serve, followed by light topspin to the forehand, and then light topspin to the middle. Instead of 50 balls a minute, we're going to turn it up, and we're going to do 65 balls a minute. Going to hit start drill, and showtime. Serve, topspin to the forehand, topspin to the middle, and then a rest. Serve, topspin to the forehand, topspin to the middle, and then a rest. Okay, I hit the stop button here, and then we're going to go to our last drill, which is drill number 93. Now, one thing that I hear from a lot of people is, hey, I need practice returning side spin serves. This is a great drill to help you practice returning side spin serves. And the spin quality on the Pong Delta really is quite remarkable. So it's going to give you a side spin serve, 2 light topspin balls to the forehand, and then a lob to the middle. So we got drill 93. We're going to crank this thing up to 70 balls per minute and start drill. Very heavy side spin serve, 2 top spins to the forehand, and then a lob. Side spin serve, 2 top spins to the forehand, and then a lob. Okay. Good. Now we're going to work on how to adjust each of these drills to meet your needs. I love the fact that the Pong Delta is so easy to adjust. You can adjust every drill to meet your needs. Keep in mind where it says place, that means the location of the ball. It's going to go to the center, or it's going to go to your backhand, or it's going to go to your forehand. Trajectory, that means the height that the ball is going to be thrown. Balls per minute, if you want to make any adjustments to the timing of individual balls. Spin, do you want to add a little bit of left side spin or right side spin? Do you want to add speed, and do you want to add any degree or type of spin? So you can make adjustments. So we're going to stick with drill 93, and I'm going to show you how to make the adjustments. So I really like that serve. We're going to keep the serve the same, but I want to adjust the second ball. Okay, so that second ball is going to give you kind of a normal topspin ball to the forehand, but I want that second ball to be a lot faster. So we're turning up the speed. We're going to put the trajectory just slightly lower, and then the third ball, which is another ball to the forehand, we're going to turn down the speed, and we're going to put the trajectory slightly higher. And then that fourth ball, right now it's programmed to give you a high ball to the center of the table. I'd really like it to be a high ball to the backhand side. So we've got that heavy side spin serve, and then 2 topspin balls to the forehand, and then a high ball to the backhand side. Let's check it out and see what we got. Okay, side spin serve, breaking to your wide backhand, topspin, and then a high ball. So as you can see, ball 2, we had a problem. What was the problem? I adjusted the speed faster, but I put the trajectory too low. I want to put that just a little bit higher, and then I'm going to hit that sample button and just see what I got. Still a little bit too low. So what are we going to do? Raise the trajectory up just a touch bit higher. Let's sample that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's put it all together. We've got it set here for 70 balls per minute, and showtime. Heavy side spin serve, top spin, slower top spin, and then a high ball. So if you don't like the exact settings that I use, no problem. As you can see, each ball has its own individual settings, so you can adjust it according to your needs. Another way that's easy to adjust it is if you like all the settings of all the balls, but maybe it's a little bit too fast, just turn it down slower, maybe 40 or 45 balls per minute. As you get better, you can turn it up 50, 55, 60, 65 balls per minute. Also keep in mind that the further you play from the table and the slower you hit, the slower you want the balls per minute, because your ball has to go to their side before they can hit it. So if you play further from the table, maybe you're a lobber or a chopper, be willing to make it even slower, maybe 20 or 25 or 30 balls per minute. If you play right off the bounce fast topspin, then you may be playing a little bit faster, more like 70 or 75 balls per minute. But make sure that it's game appropriate for you, how you play. Also keep in mind that after you make adjustments, make sure you hit that save button. Just hold down that save button until the screen goes dark. Then you know that you've made those adjustments and you've saved them. Now is the exciting part where I get to teach you how to write your own drills. We're going to do a 5-ball sequence, a short backspin serve, followed by a deep backspin ball, 3 deep topspin balls, and then a rest, just like you'd have in an actual match. So for the first ball, we're going to put that trajectory down because we're going to do a short backspin serve. So we're putting the trajectory all the way down. By the way, keep in mind, we went to memory slot 39. So we're going to put this new drill in memory slot 39. Trajectory almost all the way down. We're going to put the placement, we're going to put the ball to the forehand. So it's going to be a short backspin serve to the forehand. Speed, we're going to go with, let's go with speed 10. And then spin, we're going to put spin as -2. Now before we go into the next balls, I'm just going to hit sample to see, is that the type of short backspin serve that we want to the forehand? That looks good, but I want it just a touch wider to the forehand. Now to go to ball 2, all we're going to do is click that. We're going to raise the trajectory up of ball 2 because this is not going to be a serve. This is a direct deep push deep to your backhand. And we're going to put the ball to the backhand, touching on this side, and it brings that one to the backhand. Speed, we're going to go with a speed 12. And then spin, we're going to keep spin -2. Let's hit sample and see if we get that backspin ball to the backhand that we're looking for. That's perfect. Now we're going to go to ball number 3. We're going to put a topspin ball to the forehand. So we're going to move it over here to the forehand. We've got speed. We're going to turn the speed up just a little bit. Let's go to speed 13. Spin, let's do spin +2. Slightly higher trajectory. And let's see if we got it right. Top spin to the forehand. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put the trajectory down just a touch. There we go. Let's sample that. I'm going to move the trajectory down just a little bit more. Sample that again. Excellent. Okay. So we've got a short backspin serve. We've got a deep push to the backhand, a deep topspin to the forehand. Now we're going to put deep topspin to the middle. All we're doing is moving the placement to the middle. And then our 5th and final ball, bang, right there, is going to be a deep topspin, deep to the backhand. So we've got a 5-ball sequence. We're going to set it at 40 balls per minute and hit the start button. Showtime. Short backspin serve. Deep backspin, deep topspin, deep topspin, deep topspin, and then we go back to the serve. Now, as you can see, there was no break or no gap. So after ball number 5, I'd really like to have a delay before the next rally begins. So all I'm going to do is hit number 5 here. And then where it says balls per minute, I'm going to make an adjustment in the delay. So I'm putting the delay all the way to there. So after ball number 5, I have a little break, just like I would in an actual match. Let's give it a try and see how we're doing. We're going to run it at 60 balls per minute and showtime. Short backspin serve, deep push, topspin, 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 and then a break. Short backspin serve, deep push, topspin, 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 and then a break. If it's too difficult, you can just adjust the balls per minute a little bit less. If you need more of a challenge, you just adjust it a little bit more. So as you can see, not only can you adjust every drill, but you can adjust every ball within every drill to really make every practice session more enjoyable and more challenging. Because of all the cool features, the Pong Delta creates some of the most interesting practice sessions ever. Now I'm going to show you how to use the serve feature. So I've set up 4 balls. Let me just walk you quickly through each of these balls, and then I'm going to teach you about the serve feature. So the first ball we have set up right there is a short backspin serve short to the forehand. The second ball we have set up is a side spin serve that goes to the forehand, but it's curving toward the backhand side. The third ball that we have is a deep, medium heavy topspin ball to the backhand. And then the fourth and final ball is a deep, medium heavy topspin ball to the forehand. Now, using the serve feature, we can have the robot randomly choose between these 2 serves. So it can be a short backspin serve or a heavy side spin serve, followed up by 2 topspin balls. And then when you enable the serve feature, the Pong Delta naturally gives you a break after the last sequence. So it'll be a variation serve, 2 topspin balls, and then a rest. See where it says 1S and 2S? So these 2 balls are unique because the robot will choose between which serve it wants to serve. So I take 2 hands and I just double click on those 2 balls, and now we've enabled the serve feature for either of those first 2 balls. We set it at 60 balls per minute and then hit start. So watch to see. That was a short backspin serve followed by topspin, topspin. Short side spin serve followed by topspin, topspin. Short backspin serve followed by topspin, topspin. On the right side of your control box, you'll see the cycle button, and you'll see where it says 80, 60, 40, and 20. So the Delta robot includes this cycle function which will insert a rest period periodically during your practice session. Pressing the cycle button the first time will illuminate the 20 red LED and will result in the robot throwing balls for 20 seconds, followed by a rest period of 10 seconds. Pressing the cycle button a second time will illuminate the 40 red LED and will result in the robot throwing the balls for 40 seconds, followed by a rest period of 20 seconds. Pressing the cycle button a third time will illuminate the 60 red LED and will result in the robot throwing the balls for 60 seconds, followed by a rest period of 30 seconds. Pressing the cycle button a fourth time will illuminate the 80 red LED and will result in the robot throwing the balls for 80 seconds, followed by a rest period of 40 seconds. Lastly, pressing the cycle button a fifth time will turn off the cycle function. Okay, buckle up. Now we are going to some of the more advanced features on the Pong Delta. I've created two balls. The first ball is going to be a light topspin ball to the backhand. I'll demonstrate that one. And then the second ball here is going to be a high topspin ball to the forehand. Now, if we were to just play this drill normally at 60 balls per minute, here's what you would get. A light topspin ball to the backhand, and then a light but high arced topspin ball to the forehand. Now, there's two types of randoms that we're going to be describing. First, we're going to talk about type random and then placement random. So go to type random, all you're going to do is click that, and now you see that it's at RND right here. So with this one, it will give you a low, kind of light topspin ball to the backhand or a very high topspin ball to the forehand. Now, it will randomly throw between those two zones, but you're always going to have the higher ball to the forehand, and you're going to always have the lower ball to the backhand. Watch this. A higher to the forehand, lower to the backhand, lower to the backhand, higher to the forehand, higher to the forehand, lower to the backhand. So as you can see, it keeps the balls, this ball to that side and that ball to that side, but it randomly chooses back and forth between those two selected balls. Now, we've selected two. We could select, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 8 different balls, and it would be random. Now we're going to talk about the other aspect, which is place random. Instead of giving a low topspin ball to here and a high topspin ball to here, when we click place random, it will keep the order or the sequence of balls, but it will make the placement random. So what is that going to mean? It's going to give you one low topspin ball to either location and then one high topspin ball to either location. One low topspin, one high topspin. Let's check it out. So low topspin, high topspin, low topspin, high topspin, low topspin, high topspin. So what if we wanted to enable both? That it could be a low topspin or a high topspin to either location. We'd enable both of those randoms, and then it would give you a low or a high topspin to either of the designated locations. Check it out. All right, the last feature that I want to mention on random is the lowercase RND. So what in the world is that? On some of the videos in the past, I've called it scatter, and it makes a wider radius on all the balls. So right now, when the robot comes standard from the factory, most of the balls are around a 12 or 14-inch radius. When you enable that, it gives you more of a range. So now it's going to be in a wider radius. So I've turned off the other randoms. It's just going to give us a low topspin ball and a high topspin ball, low topspin ball and a high topspin ball. But I want you to see that subtle variations. This first one's a little bit deeper. That one's a little bit shorter. That was a little wider. That was shorter. That was a little bit more to the middle. That was a little bit more to the outside. So as you saw with this lowercase RND right there, there's more variation within each drill. So use this one for all the drills, whether it be serve return drill or deep push or lobs or loops or counter loops. You can use that one to make a wider radius. That makes the robot more human-like. So just to kind of recap here on these randoms, because these are really important. When you have it set right there where it says PRPR, that's the standard that it's not going to be random. If you click that, that's type random. If you click this one here, that's placement random. The last thing I need to mention is that when you have a drill that starts with a serve and then leads into a sequence, you want to use place random, not type random. Why? Because you want the serve to come at the beginning. So if I have a drill that's a short side spin serve to the middle, followed by 3 topspin balls to the backhand and then a counter loop to the forehand, I would not want to use type random because it may throw the counter loop first and then the serve next, right? So anytime that you're doing a drill with the serve, I would recommend place random. Anytime you want to keep the drill systematic and you want to just add a slight variation, add the RND, which keeps the exact same type and exact same location, just gives you a wider radius. And anytime you want the most variation possible on a non-serve drill, just like a topspin footwork drill, I would recommend enabling all 3: random, random, and random. Match preparation situations is what it's all about. Now we're going to dive into the most advanced feature on the Pong Delta, which is called cluster. Previously, I've referred to this as the grouping feature. And we're going to group drills 92, 93, and 94 together. So drill 92 is a heavy backspin serve to the backhand, followed by light topspin to the forehand, light topspin to the middle, and then light topspin to the backhand. Drill 93 is a no-spin serve to the middle, followed by 2 light topspin balls to the forehand, and then a lob to the middle. And then finally, drill 94 is a side spin serve, followed up by 2 side spin shots to the backhand, and then 1 wider ball to the backhand, and then 1 ball to the forehand. So I'm going to show you how we're going to sync all these together into one complete sequence that the robot we're going to be able to group or fire these balls in sequence just like an actual match. So right here at the top, we've selected drill number 92. Now I'm going to hit the memory T button and you'll see where it says cluster. See how it goes cluster? That's for cluster or the grouping feature right there. So we're going to select group number 7. See where it says C7? So cluster 7 is what we're going to use. And then we're going to hit save. Now when we hit save, it's going to go to 0, 0. So we're going to save it to memory slot 12. So drill 92, we're going to save it in memory slot 12, and then we're going to hit the save button, and we're good to go for that one. We're going to go back to our memory T. Now we're going to add drill 93 to our cluster. And we go here. We're still at cluster 7, which is great, and we hit the save button. Then we're going to go to 13. So we're going to save drill 93 in cluster slot 13, and then we're going to hit the save button. And then our last and final one is drill 94. And make sure we save it there. Cluster slot 7, cluster 7. Hold the save button. And we're going to hit plus until we get to 14. We're going to hit the save. Good. And then we're going to play cluster 7. There's 3 drills contained within it, and it's going to go one sequence, and then a pause, and then the next sequence, and then a pause, and then the last sequence, and then a pause. And you can put up to 32 drills in each of the clusters to make it more challenging and more game-like than ever before. We're going to set it at 65 balls a minute, and showtime. Practicing with the Pong Delta, there's 3 things that I really want you to keep in mind. These are my closing comments. Number 1 is that I really want you to remember that the Pong Delta has a full range of spins. No spin, light spin, medium spin, heavy spin, all the way up to extreme spin. So make sure that you're customizing and adjusting the drills to meet your needs with different spins. If you're going to be properly prepared to play against different opponents, you need to really make sure that you're using a variety of different spins. A lot of my online students, they practice against one particular spin over and over, and I encourage them on a daily basis. You got to be able to return serve against no spin, side spin, backspin, pure side spin, kicking, fast top spin. You've got to be able to manage when they push heavier or when they push lighter, when they spin deeper or when they spin shorter. So make sure you're taking full advantage of it and you're using all the spin advantages. The second thing is to make sure that you spend quality time spelling out how you exactly play. You see, doing my drills aren't going to help you as much as doing your own drills. So spell out exactly how you play. I like to serve like this, I like to receive like this, and I like to hit to these locations. So your practice with the robot should play out into actually how you play. And the third and final thing is to make sure that you have specific opponents in mind that you're playing against. If you have in mind your main rival and you can actually picture him over there, you're going to get a lot more out of your robot session hour for hour. It doesn't have to be just one rival. It could be 2, 3, or 4 rivals. But if you can actually picture yourself playing with a person, that's going to really enhance your concentration, and hour for hour, you're going to have better practices this year with the Pong Delta. Thanks for watching. I know you'll love the Pong Delta as much as we do.